The first to fall, his love defiled, logic forsaken in fury wild. Where thought is weapon and madness reigns, what pillar bears the mentalist's chains? Naprapta, my beloved, guardian of the mind pillar. When I was slain, grief shattered his mind, and madness followed. At the first hint of gain, Kain took Naprapta's head without hesitation, quick to kill, as always. The mentalist was the first to fall, and he did not fall alone. She tore the veil twixt realms unseen, let demons walk where men had been, where space distorts and forms betray. What pillar warps the world this way? Azimuth, guardian of dimension, she opened the veil and welcomed demons into Nosgoth's heart. Kain chose her as his serpentine blade's first taste. One merciless strike, nothing more. To him, her death was merely a step on his path. A knight in chains, his oath betrayed, in fire and steel his penance paid. Where battle burns and peace must bend, what pillar wills the war to end? Malak the Damned, once the guardian of conflict, bound by oath and fire, cursed by Mortanius for an ancient failure. Now his soul is chained to his armor, enslaved for eternity. He wore the wild, a beast in thought. By root and flame his power wrought. Where verdant life and death entwine, what pillar binds this worldly line? Bane, guardian of nature, a force of wilderness and fury. Twisted by Naprapta's insanity, he became something monstrous. Kain called Bane like a rabid beast, as though death were his cure for everything. The mirror cracked, yet none could see the binding thread of destiny. Undying choice, immortal shame. Which pillar holds the world in frame? Balance, my own pillar, my purpose. Stolen from me the moment Mobius set his plan in motion, and Kain refused the sacrifice. He was offered a choice. One life for all of Nosgoth. Kain chose himself. She burned with light no flesh could keep, a waking storm that would not sleep. Where power coils and sparks take form, which pillar births both life and storm? Jewel. She was ill-suited for the burden she bore. Corrupted like the rest, then struck down by Kain, of course. He never considered what it meant to slay, only that it was necessary to his mission. He spoke of fate with serpent tongue, a future sold, a past undone. Where ages twist and truths are lies, Each pillar breaks what never dies. Mobius, the time streamer, a deceiver always. He betrayed the circle but believed he was serving a greater purpose. And Kain? He danced to Mobius's tune, then killed him for the melody. Time has a cruel sense of irony. He shaped the world with fevered hand, where stone could melt and air could stand. Sculpt the water to look like men, before this fire makes it flow again. Anacroth, the alchemist, he twisted the elements to his will, sculpting matter as though he were a god. But even gods fall. He raised the lifeless, yet could not rest, a soul enslaved within its flesh, where endings feed what lies beneath. Which pillar crowns the Lord of Sleep? Mortanius, my murderer, and yet not my true enemy. He bore the pillar of death, and in time, death consumed him. He raised Kain, gave him purpose, and set this entire tragedy in motion. And Kain, ungrateful to the last, repaid him with a blade. The cycle ends where it began, in blood and betrayal. You see now, don't you? The cost of bargains struck in darkness. Kain will not guide you. He will use you as he used us all. Still, you answered true. There may yet be hope in you. Go carefully, child.